Good morning, everybody. I'm doing the Q&A on skincare. The 7-layer essence, what do you think? I love. I mean, as a routine, I think it's fabulous. It's ritualistic. It's definitely not long on active ingredients in terms of retinols and very strong vitamin C's, because I think that the those Japanese, Korean rituals are soft rituals. They're nurturing, soft rituals, and each thing adds a little layer. Best products to use after microneedling, it depends what your skin needs the most. If it needs a real glow, then I would use probably some vitamin C. If you feel it's lines that are affecting you, then after microneedling, I would consider doing a good retinol. So there's many good retinols. I've done a Secret 7 on retinol, so you can get an idea of the ones I like for different budgets and for different elements of how sensitive your skin is. Some people are, you know, like me, they have asbestos skin and they can literally use anything and they wouldn't really get a reaction. Other people have very sensitive skin. When I microneedle with a needle this little, which is like a 0.2, I will also do above my brow bone, because this is an area that I talk to you about, ladies of any age, that we can so easily forget in our skincare routine. And Blue-Eyed Birdie's probably watched me do this 100 times, but I couldn't reiterate enough how important it is to do this, because this is, you know, we always do this with our products, and we kind of, you know, for years I just forgot that piece of skin existed. And then when you're sort of 50, 60 and you haven't done anything, any sort of work or anything, you will begin to see, especially after menopause, you begin to see this crepiness develop and that heavy eye. And I think that's a real sign of aging in a way that irritates most women. You know, if I speak to women who are older, there are certain things that irritate them the most. You know, people either age around their mouth, which I am, or they age around that heavy eye, that the freshness they used to have in their eye has disappeared. So if you're in your 30s, you know, do pay attention, start early. To me, it's never too early to start. What's the best thing to heal skin after a CO2 laser, please? Booth Eye Cockapoo, I would say emu oil from Julia Hunter, because she is a dermatologist who does a lot of lasers herself, and on all her patients she does put that on. And you want something immensely hydrating, because the CO2 laser is going to, you know, shrivel and dry out the skin as it comes off. And if you've done a new CO2 laser and done 1 or 2 returns on it, then you will have that feeling. So you want to kind of hydrate your skin. So I'd say that would be the best thing. Next one. Aging hands, liver spots, sun damage, wrinkles, any tips? I mean, look, let me just take my lovely Apple Watch off. I love my Apple Watch. Anything you're doing on your face, can you just do it on your hands at the same time? I mean, I do think getting into that habit, so I've got some excess here. Let me put it on my hand as I'm talking to you. I haven't done the microneedling before, but you know, doing microneedling on hands and giving your hands the same routine as your face might appear immeasurably extravagant, but it is something that women really notice about their hands. And when they do that and they see a difference, it affects them. And many women feel, oh my God, my hands give me away, you know, that kind of expression. So just do that. Just whatever's on your face, put on your hand. Whatever treatment you're doing, do on your hand. What to use on dark marks? Well, there are a few different things you can do. You can do a bit of microneedling, which will sort of slightly break down the age spots. And then I would do a strong vitamin C. I mean, it depends what you can afford, because I talk about Garden of Wisdom vitamin C a lot because it has quite a high element of vitamin C. If you can afford more, I would do DCL vitamin C night booster. And if you can go for it, there's also the Skinceuticals dark spot corrector, I think it's called. It's in a tube if you go on their website, and it's targeted. Some people also love Caudalie Vino Perfect, which is breaking down in a different way. It's using really strong antioxidants to try and break down some of that dark spot. So lots of different techniques there that you could try. All of them effects. Laser is probably the one thing that's going to really help. Am I using Profilo? No, I'm not using Profilo. Next one. Brands of Korean masks. Dr. Chart I like. There's a few which are kind of gimmicky and look very useful. I usually pick them up in Selfridges or Bon Marché in Paris because they both do a very good Korean selection. And some in Phoenix actually I picked up recently. So I can't say I can always read the names because they're generally, I've also bought some in Japan and they're generally in Japanese or Korean. So Dr. Chart's the only one that's sort of become international. And there's also, there is a new one which I bought a lot of, but I can't remember the name, you see. That's the thing. But I might just do a thing. I'm doing a thing on dry sheet masks, and I've got 2 in there that I will find the name of. What are the best facials, the lady's asking Gabriella, for sensitive and spot-prone skin? I think that, you know, you could, it depends what your skin needs, because even though it's sensitive and spot-prone, what do you actually want from a facial? Do you want it to be lifting your skin? Are you of that age? Do you want it to be detoxifying your skin? You've got to think what you want from it. So it's very difficult for me to answer that question because it could be your 20 or it could be your 50. I've got no hot water in that house, I just realised. So irritating. I haven't been fixed yet. Okay. So vitamin C paste from Lixia is brilliant. I always forget how good it is because it gives an immediate lift to your skin. Do you see? I mean, even though I've got the sun in a weird light here, there's a lift to my skin. There's a life to my skin, and that's what I want products to do. So that's my first thing of vitamin C. And then I'm going to do another double dip. Oh yes, because I want to tell you about the other vitamin C I love. Somebody gave me this when I was in America and said, try it. And it's a very good dupe for CE ferulic. So this is it, timeless, 20%. I think C ferulic maybe has 22, 23%, 20% plus ferulic. So not as strong as my DCL, which is 30%, not as strong as C-Bag, which is 25%. But this, I don't think, is that expensive in terms that CE ferulic is like £130. It's incredibly expensive. Night Booster is like £120. So timeless. Somebody look it up for me, will you? And tell us how much it is, because I haven't done my research on it yet, because I've just been trying it. And when I've tried something enough and I think it's good, I'll then use it. But now I've done the microneedling and I've done the vitamin C paste, I feel the tingle! Jesus Christ, I really do. I feel the tingle. On the hand, that excess on the hand. All right, put that excess on the hand, there we go. How often do I dermal roll and do I dispose the roller each time? No, I clean it with a, surgical spirit and then I let it air dry. What do I think about Neutrogena? I think it's a great range for somebody on a budget. When I was in Target in America, I was thinking, this is really good. And it's got stuff in it that, like for the blackhead skin range, I got Lauder to get a lot of it. I do think it's great. For sort of grown-up skincare, I wouldn't use it so much. Reparative Moisture Emulsion from Estee Clinical. This is a great product if you're a bit hydrated. So I would say, yes, for teenagers, it's wonderful. For grown-ups, I love their body oil still. They still make it. I was staying with a friend of mine in New York, and she had it in her bathroom, a really old bottle of Neutrogena body oil. And you know those smells that are so nostalgic? That is one of the most nostalgic smells for me that I can take back 20 years in my routine. As a smell. It's just, I don't know how many of you ever used it, but you put it on when you come out the shower and you're still a bit damp, and it's fantastic. Really fabulous. So that's my routine now. My skin is really looking so much better. I'm going to take the screwdriver out now because it's quite painful, my screwdriver, but my skin is much better. And just do a little bit more massage there. And then a little bit of my, there, okay. And then I'm going to do some of our new colours, because I think you all want to see them and you've all been requesting. So lip colour to go with a royal blue dress. Very difficult to say, darling, when I don't know what you look like. I think very tricky. You can look at, though, when we do a Fashion Friday on Trinny London, and if you go onto trinnylondon.com and you go to the blog, which is Tea Time, Fashion Friday has 18 different colors that we get all the team to wear, and they are all different skin tones and skin, hair and eyes, and we show you the makeup that's best for that. And we've done blue, and in there is Cheryl wearing royal blue, and I don't choose the same as you, skin, hair and eye, but it's incredibly helpful. God, my glasses are so dirty. It's really helpful when you're thinking, oh, I've got this lovely dress, what do I wear? I feel that, you know, on certain days. So have a look and you'll get inspiration from it. We don't promote it often enough because there are 300 films on the Tea Time blog, and they all are quite helpful in skincare, in lifestyle, in everything. SPF bad for greasy skin? No. You could use Helio Care, which is a very good sun protector, and I always recommend it to people with a greasy skin. What do I think of Estee Lauder Night Repair Serum? I think it's a great product. It's a hero product. It's been around for years. A lot of women love it. Okay. Is microneedling a must? Good question. For me in my routine, it is a must because I live by it. I feel the texture of my skin is so much better since I got into a habit of microneedling, and I do it about twice a week. So I'd have to say for me, yes. And I can't think of anyone that I wouldn't suggest it to. I mean, even if you are a rosacea sufferer, would you do it? Maybe you'd consider, would I do it then? I get fortnightly extractions and foliations but still have lots of blackheads. I think you need to do an exfoliating mask, Chloe. I mean a daily exfoliating toner. Please recommend a good high street tinted BB cream. God, I don't know. Maybe L'Oreal has one. There's one I did quite like. How do I clean my Foreo? I put it under boiling water and clean it. Has the tool from Face Gym Improvements? Yes, it's lifted my face, but I ran out of the charger and it just didn't work anymore. Can you tell us about threads? So I did some threads in my forehead 2 weeks ago, and I'm just waiting to see if I think they were worth it. So I have done a tiny film on it and I will put it out. And I'm going to go back and see Dr. Seabag today or tomorrow, if I have time, or next week. So I'll let you know more about that when I've had the real, you know, whole feeling of it. Can you please remind me which eyelash treatment you have? I use Edie, who does my eyelashes, and ed.london. She's on Instagram. She's brilliant. And I also use Talika eyelash conditioning gel every day, which helps to keep my eyelashes hydrated, because I think it's, sorry, I'm putting everything wet. I think if you are doing eyelashes, you have to really look after them and make sure that whoever is doing your lashes does one lash on one lash, doesn't go mad with the sort of weight of the lashes on your lashes so that it breaks your lashes. These are all very important things. And when I first had my lashes done, not by Edie, somebody really kind of destroyed my lashes, and it put me off ever going back. It took me years. And now I have it done and I like it. But I also like mascara, and so I veer between the two. Depends on the mascara, doesn't it? That might all be changing soon. Okay, ladies, have a great day. Catch up soon.